everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is Thursday the 28th, I'm not actually that sure, 28th of August, and this coming Saturday I'm going to be doing my second ever World Gravel Series in Belgium. So the car is all packed, I'm ready to leave. It's a bit later than I was originally planning this morning, but I've had a lot of stuff going on. So I'm looking forward to just hitting the road now. We've got a long old day in the car. To be honest, I'm gonna try and record as much as I can of this whole weekend. But I think, yeah, there's not gonna be much, it's just a lot of driving. I've got about 650 kilometers to my hotel. I'm doing this all on myself, by myself, no support. Bikes in the back, everything's there, all the spares. I've got about 6.5 hours of driving to do, so I'm gonna get on now, hit the road and start heading towards Belgium. So I am about halfway through my drive. I've done about 3.5 hours in the car so far. Gone fairly quick actually, which is good. I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm about to have some lunch. The roads were quite busy to start off with, but they're a lot better now. So have some lunch, get back on the road, put the foot down, and yeah, hopefully get there in time for early evening. Just had my lunch, nice little quick stop. Car filled up with petrol and ready to take on this second part of the drive. Driving for the day done. I've just arrived at my hotel room. It's gone 6:30, had a few delays. But yeah, pretty knackered. It actually went fairly quickly, so it wasn't too much of a faff. Yeah, nice to finally be at a hotel room, which is quite nice. I'll give you a little tour in a sec. But basically what I'm going to do now for this evening is I'm going to quickly get changed and head out on the bike, just to try and stretch the legs out a bit, because yeah, 6 hours plus in a car has certainly done its damage. So let's give you a room tour first. The classic, the French version of a Premier Inn. Pretty nice room, nice big bed. I haven't even looked in here yet. Bathroom. What we got? If the light turns on, there I am. Shower, nice. Toilet, towel. No chair in this one. If you'd seen my last video, it's funny. A door. Where does this lead to? It's locked. TV. I've got a fridge in here as well, actually. It's quite handy. Got a fair bit of food with me, so. First hotel I've ever had with a fridge in it. Nice. And my view, sort of a car park, so yeah, not bad. Time to head on the bike. So I'm just on a bit of a ride now. Got the road wheels on the gravel bike, post-travel spin. So far my legs are feeling up miles better than they did yesterday, which is the main thing. I felt awful on the bike yesterday, and at the moment not getting loads of problems with my wrist, so got like half an hour, 45-minute spin on the bike just to freshen up the legs a bit before big one tomorrow, trying to get ready for the race. This is actually only the second time I've ever visited Belgium. Once, good few years ago now, back in 2018, towards the Tour of Flanders, so it's quite nice riding somewhere different, somewhere I don't know, different scenery. It's a lot flatter than France, a lot open, right around where all the battles were, so yeah, it's nice seeing different views for once. It's really quiet actually, the roads, and there's no wind, so good little evening ride. it for this first day. I had a nice peaceful evening ride in Belgium. This evening, came back, stretched out a bit, had some food. Life on the road, you know, can't be going out places, so I've basically just had food that I prepared yesterday, that I've had this evening, and I've spent the rest of the evening just planning logistically for tomorrow. I'm about an hour and a half away from where the race is, and it looks like there's going to be a fair amount of rain tomorrow at about 2 p.m. So I want to make sure I get there, do all my recon ride, and be leaving pretty much as the rain starts. Because the last thing I want to do is get wet before my recon ride, or on my recon ride. So, and then I've been doing GPX routes and all of that for tomorrow and also the race. So pretty chilled, just mucking about on my laptop really. I'm ready to go to bed now though. I haven't done much today, but mentally straining, it's been a lot with all the driving and that, so hopefully I should sleep quite well, and I will see you guys in the morning for pre-race day. Hello everyone, welcome back to day 2. It is Friday, it is just before 8 o'clock in the morning. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. Probably can't see that. The sun is out. I've got up fairly early, I guess, for my standards. But I've got a lot going on, so I want to get out there and get this recon done. So I'm going to have some breakfast in the room here, and then pop to Lidl to get a couple of things, and then drive to the start of the race. I slept well, but I have woken up, and I thought I was getting it yesterday. I'm starting to get a bit of a sore throat, which is not ideal, so I might have to load up on Lemsip for tomorrow, but yeah, let's see how I feel as the day goes on. Hopefully it gets better. So here we are, little car park, having some breakfast, living it large. I've secured some goods, some pastry goods I've never seen before. Also got, I'll just turn the camera around. Got my breakfast here, muesli, goods, coffee on the go. Got some stuff for later. Less importantly, required some Susie's. When in Belgium, when in Rome, chocolate milk. Should be a smoothie in there as well. I'll have that now. Nice little breakfast. Right, breakfast eaten. Time to get back on the road. I've got about an hour and a half drive to get to where the race is. Now I'm fully fueled. So I've just arrived at the town, got my bike all ready, and I'm about to head out for my pre-race ride. I'm hoping I'm not going to get rained on. It's quite cloudy, it looks quite windy as well. We'll have to see. I know from the route I'm doing about 40k pre-race ride, which is just under a lap. It goes straight up a really steep climb, so that should be fun. But yeah, I'm going to go check it out, check the pressures, see what this course is like. So I've just ridden about half of the course. I'm now heading back onto the road to the start. I managed to bump into the over 60s world gravel champion, so he gave me plenty of tips. He's won this race the last 2 years in a row, so lots of tips on where to ride and how it plays out, and tyre pressures, as I'm still completely clueless with all this stuff as a roadie. So cruising back now through the Ardennes forest, back to where the car is. So I've just done my reconnaissance, and literally the first climb of the day is up here, and then you go up that road there where there's that sign. Can't figure out that sign there. And then literally right behind me here is a huge World War II tank. A whole massive area, or a massive part of this area was affected by World War II. And pretty much everywhere I've ridden is where people were fighting in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. So it's quite cool to see something like this. Adds a lot of meaning to everything. So here we are. I have arrived now at my Airbnb. Recon done. I will talk about that in a second, but I'll give you a quick tour of my Airbnb, which is very nice, but is in the middle of Belgium in nowhere. And I thought I lived in the middle of nowhere in France, but this is another level. So here's a quick tour. So it's a lovely little place, nice and quiet. Living room, I guess, here. Table, kitchen. My bike there after the recon is going to need a clean. That's what I'll be doing next. Bathroom, bedroom, and then shower around the corner. So bits, yeah, perfect for one person. But like I said, very quiet. In terms of the recon, first things first, although I'm feeling ill and I've got a sore throat, I felt quite good on the bike, which was good to know and promising for tomorrow. It's going to be really hard, I think. It goes straight up a climb from Liège-Bastogne-Liège, which is like really hard. 14% for God knows, nearly a kilometre, I reckon. And it's quite technical. It's got everything in it. The Gralloch I did in May was just all fire roads and really loose, rocky stuff, where this has got a lot of pretty much nearly mountain bike single track. So I'm very happy I've changed my tyres recently. I think I need to lower my pressures a bit. But things like that will make a big difference. Yeah, it's got a bit of everything in it. It's going to be like 2,400 meters of climbing, 140k, so 30k longer than the Gralloch. It's going to be a long day. I think the thing's not to get carried away too early and go mental off the start. Because yeah, it's a long old race, and I feel like if you do that, it could be easily game over. So it's going to be, I reckon, between 4.5 hour race. So it's going to be long. Yeah. Not what else to say about it is, yeah, the weather's going to be a big factor. It's quite windy today. It's looking like it might rain tomorrow, so it's not going to be hot. But I was confident with everything I was riding, and from what I saw of the circuit, lots of people out. I think there's about 400 people doing my race. So in terms of the next couple of hours, it's just gone 3 o'clock here. I'm going to chill out for a bit, wash my bike, and then I'm going to go and collect my numbers and that tonight. And then it's basically make food and chill out, as it's an early start at about 8 o'clock tomorrow. So early night, get ready, prep for tomorrow, and then race tomorrow, the big day. So I'm back in the car. I've cleaned my bike, and now I am heading back to the main town of Houffalize, I think is how you say it, as I need to collect my number, and for some reason it wasn't open until about 4 o'clock this afternoon, so I couldn't this morning. So I'm on my way to do that now. Then I'll come back, cook dinner, and chill out for the rest of the evening. Most of my stuff is now done. Morning everyone, it has just gone 6 o'clock on race day. I'm currently just having a little bit of breakfast and a coffee. It's about just under over 2.5 hours until the start of the race. I'm pretty much got everything ready. That's what I did last night. I didn't really film much, sorry, but everything is ready. I'm just gonna eat, get changed, and then pretty much head to the start this morning. It's game time. I am actually feeling a little bit nervous, which I don't really get for races anymore now because I've done so many, but I don't know.
I slept all right. I was tossing and turning a bit, but yeah, I guess it means I'm looking forward to this race, so let's crack on with it. So here we are back at the Airbnb. I didn't end up getting much footage at all today because, well, I was focusing on the race, and also my phone has been playing up loads with storage, so I've got to keep this brief because I don't have much storage on my phone. But 5 hours of riding later, I've got myself another UCI gravel qualifier medal. Yeah, it was just under 5 hours racing, 142k, 2,600 meters of elevation, just under 29 kilometers an hour average speed, and I am absolutely cooked. What a race it was. I'm not gonna lie, it made the Gralloch sort of look like a walk in the park, technically wise. It basically at points was a mountain bike race. It was like single track fast. Yeah, it was mental. I completely ballsed up my start. I had 400 people in my age group, and an hour and a half before the race started, I rode past where the start was. Wasn't really anyone there. Did my half an hour warm up, came back like 50 minutes before the start, absolutely mobbed. It was also really cold this morning, so I didn't want to get there too early because I didn't have anyone to give any clothes to. So logistically, it was all a bit of a nightmare, but basically, yeah, I reckon I was 200 plus riders behind the start, and then it went straight uphill, so I never ended up seeing the front of the race, but I ended up finishing 25th out of 400, so I'm really happy with that. I fueled really well. To be honest, I haven't felt hungry after the race because I fueled so well. I was cautious at the start because it was such a long race, but the last lap felt brilliant. I felt I kept going. My body, my arms were cramping from the bumps, my back was in pain, but my legs felt amazing. So yeah, I think it's good signs for the world champs because it's another 30 kilometers on top of what I've done today, and I'm knackered as it is. So, but I finished strong, and the same as the Gralloch, which is the main thing. I'm definitely going to be very ill next week. Like I said in a previous videos, I've had a sore throat, and after today it's going to be a lot worse. So that's my race. I'm sorry I didn't get much footage. I had some nice freaks after and watched people finish. It was a great atmosphere, great event, great course. Organisation was great. Yeah, I had nothing to complain about at all, really. And yeah, that's it. So I leave here tomorrow, and I've got a long 7-8 hour drive back home to Brittany. I don't know if I'm going to record that again. It depends if I've got storage things or not. I might pop by Bastogne on the way home because that's a World War II thing, and I thought, why not while I'm here to see a lot of the places, because all the forests I've ridden through, many American soldiers and British soldiers sacrificed their lives 80 plus years ago, so I can do things like today and race in areas where these battles were. So I think I might go and see some museums tomorrow, but if not, I'll do an outro for the video maybe when I'm back in Brittany, but I'm going to sleep well tonight, and I'm just going to chill out here for the rest of the day now, as I'm pretty cooked.